Breakfast is served. Pancakes made with flour, oatmeal, and raisins. Sprouts. I started this with 2 tablespoons of seeds, and look at what I have now. After eating them 3 days on the trail, I still have many left. And then coffee. This is coffee with double hot chocolate. Welcome to the 5th episode of my mini-series about losing pack weight, going ultralight. Getting down to a lightweight pack makes backpacking a lot more fun and a lot easier. This pack right here, fully loaded, weighs less than 10 pounds. I changed a few things from last week and am continually learning and fine-tuning my kit for each adventure. See the narrative below the video for details about the kit. This time I will spend 3 days, 2 nights in the Angelina National Forest in East Texas. The first night will be at the Boykin Springs Recreation Area, and the second night will be on the Sawmill Hiking Trail. I plan to demonstrate that you don't have to sacrifice tasty meals when going ultralight. It's easy, for example, to make a fresh salad with sprouts that you grow on the trail. You see that bag right there? I'm growing sprouts, I'm growing my salad. You can easily do that, and you can also bake food in a small cardboard oven. The weather forecast is for partly cloudy skies with a high of 97 and a low of 74. Now, it's really hot and sticky, and the relative humidity is 67%. And that means that the temperature index is 127. It feels like 127. And so I'm getting hot just thinking about it. And I'll take a dip in that lake as soon as camp's set up. Well, let's walk around the lake and set up camp. Well, this looks like a good spot. What a view of the lake. I'll be able to see sunrise. Well, I don't want to put my hammock down here because it's too close to the water. There'll be too many mosquitoes. But I think right up there will be a good spot among the longleaf pines. Oh yeah. Camp's all set up. My tarp providing shade protection. Hammock. There's Bear, my pillow. And here you'll see Amsteel line. That's a structural Ridgeline that I put in. The Amsteel's a gift from Billy Joe. Also a gift from Billy Joe are these hammock straps, these Dutch hammock straps. They're lightweight, and what's really cool about them is there is a little link here that you can just pull on so you can adjust it as efficiently as a whoopee sling. So it's quick adjustment, and these are like 12 feet long, so they're really easy to put up and use. Let's see, let's look around this from the other side. And again, I use sticks, whatever I can find, to hold the tarp up in the right position. And this should be really comfortable, keeping the sun off me and causing it a little bit of a breeze. You have to realize the temperature index is 127. I couldn't believe it when I heard that on the weather forecast. Just the other side. You'll notice this clip is different from the one I had before. I'm bringing, this is my normal stove, right here, that's my normal stove, but it is a little bit different on the inside, and you're going to see it's a little different on the inside, but I can also turn it into an oven. This is a rolled up piece of cardboard that has aluminum foil glued to it, and it will make a little oven. It only weighs a few ounces, and I can bake bread. I can do almost anything you want in this little teeny oven. And so we're going to use that to cook some meals. And then another thing that I did over here, because I'm so efficient, I was able to put a frying pan in here. This is an old school frying pan, and this is, again, it's a gift from Billy Joe. I owe you big time, Bill, for all of these gifts. And I can carry this ultralight backpacking because I know they're lighter weight ones in titanium, but this is old school. This has some history to it. And so I'll be able to fry things with it, lightweight. And in here are sprouts. These are alfalfa seeds, broccoli and radish seeds, and you germinate them, and then you have greens when you're on the trail, and you just dampen this. And of course, when you dampen it, it keeps you also a little cooler. Now in here, in my pack, I did something interesting. Now you see there's a water bladder back here, but this lightweight pack, this is the Ozark Trail pack. It's an inexpensive pack I bought at Walmart, $19, and it didn't have much of a frame. Well, look at this. I put a plastic cutting board in here, and it sort of makes it like an inner soft frame on the pack, and so it's even more comfortable, and I can use this as a cutting board. Here, let me pull it out. Let's see if I can get it out here. There's the cutting board. Look at that. And I have a wonderful cutting board, in fact, or a placemat. That's a placemat also, so I can have my meals out. When you camp like this, you don't have to sacrifice having good food. And so I'm going to relax here, make a little bit of lunch, and enjoy some scenery that can't be beat. It's beginning to boil. I'm going to cook it just a little bit longer. It's done. I'm going to move this over. What's nice about this is it's a cooling rack, and so I can let it cool right here. And then when it's cool, I'll have the rest of the dinner, maybe in about 10 minutes. Tortilla soup, and then an avocado with sprouts. And a few little tortilla chips. It's amazing how well this little oven works. It will heat this sort of thing. It'll heat casseroles. It'll bake bread. I've even cooked a game hen in a little cardboard oven. Wow, what's that? That is something. Hi, little bat. I'm not going to hurt you. Well, time to get into bed. Sweet dreams. See you guys in the morning. That's a refreshing way to start the day. Ah, it's so nice here. I'm gonna go do that again. This is worth a double splash. Ah, this is the way to keep cool, man. You should try it. You'll like it. Bon appetit. This breakfast looks so good. Eggs, ham. I put some trail mix so I have dried fruit. That's off in one corner. And then my sprouts, radish, broccoli, alfalfa. Oh, that's so good. It's been a wonderful morning. I hate to leave. This is an awesome place. But it's time to hit the trails. Let's go. Thank you. Wow. Camp's all clean. Water's in my hydration pack. Well, let's go. About 2.5 miles. Those are leafcutter ants, and these are leaves that were rejected because they weren't good enough. But wow, look at that trail. That's really something. You know, they have huge colonies. Wonderful little creatures they are. I've just come from Boykin Springs, and that is 1 3/4 miles. I came this direction. The trail splits off in 2 directions. This way is to the Aldridge sawmill, and I know what the foundations look like, but there was at one point a town in this area, a big town, that just disappeared. And it may be elsewhere along this trail. This trail goes a distance down this way, and then the river's on the other side of the trail. So I'm going to go check it out. Looks like the trail's petering out here. Sure it's overgrown. I wonder if I can get through here. But that bridge may or may not be safe. Where's Bob 808 Knight when you need him? He would help me. Man, looks like there've been some floods in here. Maybe that's what washed away the town. Oh, I don't know about this bridge. I don't think I'm going to cross that one. I may just fall. Anyway, maybe I can knock that over and then crawl across the top. What do you think? Well, what would you do, Bob? Oh, man. Still holding me. Shoot, that doesn't look too safe, though, down there. Oh, that falls. You could break a leg. It's been standing here this long. I don't hear it creaking. I guess I could run really fast or something. Man, wouldn't want to cross this bridge at night. Okay. Now the question is, where does the trail go? Well, I think I'll just turn around. You know, this town disappeared, and it looks like there's just floods. Although, if there were someone with me, I might try this, but doing it alone is a little too risky. What I'm going to do now, since I'm really drained of energy, I am going to make one of America's first energy drinks. In the 1800s, what people did is they took water, of course it wasn't in a plastic bottle in those days, and they took oatmeal, finely ground oatmeal, you know, pulverized, you know, sort of like this sort of instant oatmeal, and they put it in the water, and they shook it up, and then drank it, and it gave you more energy. And so that's what I'm going to do today, learning from the past. Little tip from history. You just shake it up. Of course, back then they had steel cups. They shook it up in. Okay. It's good. It's almost sweet and it's sort of smooth. And you know, if I let it set for a while, then it'd even be softer. But this is instant oatmeal, so it softens up pretty quickly. Just imagine how this was when this was drunk in the 1860s and 1870s. Check the references down below. I've got a link for John Gould's book, Advice from a Civil War Veteran, 1877. And he describes this energy drink in that book. That is good. Also, time for a few sprouts. You have to have greens. Sprouts like these little seedlings, have a lot of vitamin C and minerals, and they were used to prevent scurvy. And they're tasty too. Okay, now the fun part. Walking back over that bridge. Oh man. Made it back to the sign. And let's see. It's only 3/4 of a mile to the old sawmill, so hopefully there is water that I can filter there, because I don't have enough. I didn't bring enough water with me. I'm depending on using my filters to have enough. I only have 1 quart left, plus what's in my hydration pack. Well, I'm going to have lunch in the shade. I'm just sitting here. It's so nice to be in the shade. For lunch, we have lemon pepper seasoned tuna, 1 tortilla, and sprouts. I'm going to try the sprouts first. Oh man. It's hard to believe that there was a whole town here and that all that's left is this sawmill and everything else the forest has taken over. Unfortunately, there's been a little bit of graffiti, to say the least, a little bit here. I don't know why people do that, but nature is very quickly taking back her forest, and so this too shall be gone pretty soon. This is a good area to set up camp for the night. Clear water in the stream. It's easy access. Let's see, where could I put my hammock? Oh, a couple trees here. They're a little on the small side, but they're the right distance apart. My temporary trash bag. Bear bags over there, and this is that strap, that Dutch strap. It's a really good strap. I love this clip. It's so fast, and the reason I had trouble adjusting it is, of course, this tree swings a little, so I need to have it a little tighter than I would normally. Everything's in here. My pillow's in there. Hi, Bear. Sprouts, light. My extra clothing, my outer clothing in the backpack. I've decided not to put the tarp up tonight because it's pretty well shaded and there's no expectation of rain, and if it does look like rain, I'll put the tarp up, but it's shaded and so it should stay cool, and I really do like to look at the stars. And this is my kitchen area over here. I'm going to go filter some water right now. For dinner, we're going to have stew, and these are tomatoes, potatoes, there's onions, bacon, and mushrooms. I want to cook it slow at a low temperature to start with so that everything melds together beautifully. The specific recipe is in the narrative, and this recipe works very well on the trail because you can keep these items quite a while. Sometimes biofuel is a little harder to get started than sterno, but once it gets started, it burns beautifully, and it burns much longer than sterno, and of course is refillable. Okay, that's burning nicely. Here's my cardboard oven, and I put that in place. Sounds like the stew is boiling, even though it's on low. Yep, it's boiling. See the little bubbles in there? The stew's all done. I've turned off the heat so that it'll cool down enough for me to eat it. But when I've tasted little pieces like that potato, they're so good. Oh yeah. And it's very filling. After I finish dinner, I think I'll head down to the creek and play in the creek and cool off a little bit and just enjoy things before going to bed. Hi, little frog. I frightened the little frog. Poor little frog. Well, time to get into bed. Sweet dreams. See you guys in the morning. Good night. Morning, guys. It's beginning to get light. It's so quiet. It's beautiful. Breakfast is served. Pancakes made with flour, oatmeal, and raisins. Sprouts. I started this with 2 tablespoons of seeds, and look at what I have now. After eating them 3 days on the trail, I still have many left. And then coffee. This is coffee with double hot chocolate. I don't know what to start off with first. Everything looks so good. Oh. The last 3 days have been awesome. I hate to leave, but it's time to head back home. Remember to always leave your campsite better than when you found it. Until next time, peace.